So the average American family spends over $1,000 a month on groceries, but that can vary based on location and family size. In California, families shell out around $297 a week on average, making it the most expensive state for groceries. Compared to that, the Midwest appears to be a deal, with families spending less than $240 a week, but it's still costly. Grocery prices have risen about 20% in the last 4 years. And let's be honest, supermarkets are scientifically designed to separate you from your hard-earned dough. When you enter the supermarket, you can instantly see a whole bunch of healthy options right off the bat, no matter what chain you go to. It's meant to make you feel good. If you start off by grabbing some veggies, you won't feel that guilty about throwing some junk food into your cart later. Also, there's this primacy effect. It means that we tend to remember and give more importance to the stuff we see first. Think bright colors, vibrant fruits, and no towering shelves blocking the scene. It's a little oasis of calm and comfort right when you step in. You know those adorable kid-sized shopping carts at the supermarket? As tempting as they are, it's best to leave the little ones at home. When you're flying solo, you can browse at your own speed and make smarter shopping decisions. Bringing along friends or kiddos can turn your quick trip into a never-ending adventure. And let's be real, you might end up with a bunch of stuff you didn't even want. You know how in the grocery store they always set up the essentials, like bread, milk, and eggs, in their own little corner? It's all about playing with our brains and that sneaky thing called loss aversion. Loss aversion means we feel worse about missing out on something than we do about snagging something new. So, when those must-have items are tucked away, it forces us to wander the aisles. And while we're on our little treasure hunt for our basic groceries, our eyes might just end up landing on some other goodies we didn't even know we needed. Imagine strolling through the aisles of your go-to store when suddenly, bam! You catch a whiff of something ridiculously tasty, like the heavenly scent of fresh bread or smoky roasted chicken. But before you toss everything that smells amazing into your cart, let's chat about what's really going on here. A lot of stores pump out delicious scents to lure you into spending more cash. So, while that aroma might feel like a warm hug from the universe, take a second to ask yourself, does your cart really need that item, or is it just the smell pulling your strings? The products on the shelves right at your eye level seem to jump out at you, and there's a good reason for that. It turns out that where products are placed on the shelves can really sway your shopping choices. Studies have shown that items positioned at eye level are much more likely to catch the shopper's attention and end up in their carts. Now, supermarkets typically organize shelves into 4 levels: the stoop level at 0 to 3 feet, where kids can reach, the touch level at 3 to 4 feet, the eye level at 4 to 6 feet, and the reach level at 6 feet plus. You might need a ladder to get there. The eye level is the buy level. Brands and manufacturers are super keen to snag that sweet spot, often paying big bucks for that, sometimes up to 50% of their promotional budget. And make sure to pick foods that are in the middle or deep on the shelves. They're usually fresher. Those nearing their expiration date are at the front. Next time you're cruising through a store, pay attention to what's playing in the background. If the tunes are slow and smooth or catchy enough to get your foot tapping, watch out. You might be walking right into a shopping trap. Stores love to mess with the music to slow you down and keep you browsing longer. Supermarkets are like time capsules, with no windows or clocks inside. It's totally by design. This crafty setup helps retailers boost those sales by encouraging us to linger a little bit longer and throw in a few more impulse buys. Just touching something can trick our brains into thinking it's ours. That's why you've got to tread lightly when you're out shopping. Don't go fondling everything unless you're ready to adopt it. You could end up falling head over heels for that adorable stuffed animal or that sweet-smelling candle you don't need. So, a little advice: keep your hands to yourself until you're ready to say, "I do." Endcaps are the best when it comes to grabbing attention. Retailers play the mind game with shoppers, using a little trick called cognitive heuristics. You've probably noticed those colorful and flashy end cap displays that seem to scream, "Buy me!" These displays tap into the availability heuristic, making you think that whatever's featured on that end cap is super popular or top-notch quality. It's no surprise that a survey found nearly 44% of people remember getting sucked in by those end caps, with almost half of grocery stores decked out in these attention magnets. Nothing is free in this world, not even those small ham samples you're offered in a supermarket. Here's how it works. Once you pop that scrumptious sample into your mouth, they've got you. You'll probably be itching to grab a whole package of whatever tasty treat they're serving up. Say goodbye to your money. Most grocery stores are designed to nudge you to the right when you stroll in. But hey, why not be a bit of a rule breaker and head left instead? Your wallet will thank you. You see, our brains are wired to take things in from left to right, like when we read. So when we force ourselves to break that habit by veering right, it messes with our thinking. This little brain hiccup can lead to those sneaky impulse buys that can drain your cash. Shopping carts at the supermarket are clever. They can play a little mind game called anchoring and adjustment with us. Basically, we humans have this habit of letting the first bit of info we get, the anchor, steer our choices down the line. So, when you use a big cart, that cart size becomes your anchor. It's like your brain is saying, "Hey, look at all that space, let's fill it up." This can lead to this thing called shopping momentum, where you just can't help but toss more items in, often ending up spending way more than you planned. Ever notice those misty sprays in the produce aisle? They make fruits and veggies look all fresh, but that water can actually speed up the rotting. So, when you get home, don't forget to give your produce a nice little towel dry to help it hang around longer. You know when you see a price tag that says $1.99 and it feels better than seeing a whole $2? It's called the left digit effect. It's a little quirk in our brains. We tend to read prices from left to right, and the first number we see packs a punch when it comes to how we feel about spending our cash. So, these 99-cent things trick our minds into thinking we're scoring a much sweeter deal, even though it's really just a penny difference. Another trick supermarkets like to use is something like 10 for $10 sales. However, this promotion doesn't always mean you gotta buy 10. Sometimes it means the price per piece is $1. So make sure to always read the fine print and only buy what and how much you really need. Butcher counters may make you think it's something cool and fresh, when really, the only thing you're paying for is your ability to pick the cut you want. But if you go to the freezer section instead, you can purchase the very same things at a fraction of the price. Large packages have this reputation of giving you the best prices. But the truth is, sometimes they're bulky just to be bulky. Companies make bigger packages just to make our lives easier, but they sometimes charge us a lot more for it. Always double-check the unit price for each item before you buy. Oh, and while you're at the store, can you pick up some chocolate chip cookies for me? Thanks. That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.